all set. Bike's ready. Charlie's on the coffee. There you were on the coffee. It's unmanned. Drive through. Nuts. For breakfast this morning, I've had 100 gram dry weight of granola and 100 grams weight of yogurt. It's 7:15 now. We've got a 2.5 hour drive roughly to get to where I'm going to jump out and then ride to the climb. And then when we get there, we'll get there and we'll go through like proper protocol DIY hill climb.
Let's do that.
Where are we?
I didn't see the road signs.
I thought you knew this area.
Looks like I'm right on. Well, the Irish Sea.
We're not quite like doing it justice for.
No.
It's supposed to be good weather today. It's typical like Derek Brockway Welsh forecast. We're an hour and 6 minutes into the drive and my backside already aches.
You always complain about.
There's just nothing on it, is there? I need like a special driving cushion or something because
What's it called? A hemorrhoid cushion.
God, I need like. No, it's serious, like, you know. Like, I got no padding on my backside at all. You say yourself that like my hamstrings just go into my back. There's like no bump. Ah.
I miss you.
Anyway, we'll be there now in an hour. We'll check in. HuntTV. I said that right?
Yes.
Alright, so my bike is set up. There's just training wheels on there for the minute because obviously I'm going to ride to the climb. Weather today, well, it's windy. It's like a 14-mile-an-hour wind off the coast, hence where all this kind of rain is coming from. If we ever get a westerly in Wales, it usually spells rain. So the climb heads in that kind of direction, so I might get a little bit of a tailwind. But this climb, the Bulk of Groes, is 3 kilometers, give or take, at 12%. So I'm not going to be going very fast, so whether or not that wind is going to help or not, I don't know. But this is the DIY hill climb. I've turned up, we're in the car, got everything here that I need. I'm going to do my little ride warm up to get there, which will be like half an hour now. And I'm going to chuck like my coat and stuff in the car with Charlie, and Charlie's going to follow me up the climb hopefully, and get some footage on the GoPro. But, oh my word. Gonna wait for this to pass because it's a little bit grim, isn't it? Typical, the day that I plan to do this, and it rains, and we might not be able to see anything on the climb. But anyway, got everything here. My shoes in the bottom half of my Kitbricks rucksack. One of the best rucksacks ever, I have to say. I am actually sponsored by. I am actually an ambassador for Kitbrick, so you'll have to pardon all the Kitbrick stuff, but it is very, very good. It has 2 compartments. The bottom compartment, perfect for shoes and stuff because it's like this tarpaulin type of material, and the top half I can have like all my kit basically. So I could put wet kit in there afterwards, and then my dry kit in the top half.
Comfy there?
Yeah. I haven't. So the only thing I've changed on that bike for today is the saddle. and I'm changing the wheels when we get to the bottom of the climb to save the tyres, because they're pretty, well, they're not very robust. But I haven't taken handlebar tape off, so this, as far as like how does this, what is the point of this? Because really I could have just gone to a hill near us rather than drive like 2.5 hours to do a hill. But it all plays a part, like when you think about, you know, you have to get up early, you have to have breakfast fairly early, you have to drive like anywhere between, like, well, this is probably the shortest drive we'll do this hill climb season, 2.5 hours. But sometimes you got to drive like 4 hours, and then, you know, you jump out the car, you jump on the bike, you do a warm up, and then, you know, you go and rip up the hill. So you don't have like a lot of time to, well, you are sitting down most of the time, so going from sitting down to then riding a bike is not necessarily like the best thing in the world. So part of coming all the way up here to like just north of Aberystwyth and Machynlleth and doing the Bulk of Groes is like part of getting used to the driving, part of getting used to, you know, eating and like having a coffee on the go rather than doing it in the comfort of your own home. So like I said, like we'll ride there, then we'll change stuff, I'll get rid of all my gear. I'm not too worried about like you know, weight, because it's more about the effort and going through the motions than like, you know, setting my best ever time up this climb, because I've only ever done this climb once, and that was about 10 years ago on a fun ride with a couple of people. So I don't really know like what time I can do. I'm not really aiming for any power, I'm just aiming to ride the climb as fast as I can, just like I would in a normal hill climb.
Go on now. Go on now, good girl. Good girl.
Shut the video.
Aww.
Oh, there's a big one.
Are they rare breed? They look like rare breed.
I was expecting like 1,000.
Yes, what was that?
To say I'm covered in it is an understatement. That was a bit of a crap lane to get yet. Swap wheels. That's my warm up done. Looks like we're in like a
Valley,
yeah.
canyon. Need to put the coat on. Oh dear.
Right, I'll see you up there. Don't know if you can see it, probably can't. I'll try and zoom in the edit, but that's it up there. Pull, pull, pull. Basically goes up the side of the mountain and tops out like right at the summit, but all around here we're basically just in like one big valley. That was horrendous. So steep it was at the end.
Yeah, I nearly stormed.
Yeah, you just yeah, I need you in a moped or something instead, so that you can like do the same speed rather than a car's too powerful, especially on climbs that steep. 3k at 11 or 12%, but then that last 700 meters apparently averages like 17. And I don't like, I'm not very good at it, not that I don't like, when a climb like changes gradient as harshly as that. If it changes gradients like by a little bit, it's okay. When a climb changes so harsh like that, it's really hard to get into a rhythm, and I'm more of like a rhythm climber than a punchy climber. But like that was Actually, I don't know what our time was. I'll upload it in a sec, but it was like, I couldn't have paced any better because I went conservative. You have to when it takes you like 10 or 11 minutes to get up a climb like that. But I think my average was like 7 watts per kilo because I'm a little bit lighter now than I was. But that's like 0.2 or 0.3 off of what I did at Dunkery a few weeks ago, which I would have assumed I would have done the same. But again, Dunkery is like a flatter climb. I know like Scott and Phil are gonna laugh at that, but Dunkery's steep at the bottom and then it flattens off marginally, whereas this is like pretty much the same gradient all the way apart from that last bit where it goes really steep. And that's what kills me. Those of you that are new to this channel, you're probably wondering what on earth I'm wearing on my head, but actually the cover for it is down there, so it does come with a cover. Sorry, it does come with a cover, but this weighs 100 grams, so for the sake of safety today, I decided to leave my helmet on but strip the weight off it a little bit, so that's why it looks a little bit strange. If it was a boiling hot day today, a load of bees would be coming at me. The irony is, we haven't had a phone signal at all because, well, as you can see, we're in the middle of mid-Wales. But now I have 4G at the top of the mountain, which is brilliant. I've just uploaded. We stopped before. You know where I told you to get the car to stop?
Yeah.
The segment started before that.
I couldn't pull in anywhere there though.
That's my fault. I told you that's where to stop. 2.6k at 13.5%. I've got the KOM 11.14, 11.59 is second place. 410 watts for 11 and 11 minutes 15. I'm quite gutted about that actually.
We can do it again if you want.
I can't do that again. Are you crazy? 100 climbs is 4.7k at 8%, but like the first 2k of that is like minus 1%. So whoever made that segment, they've just like dragged it back so you'd have a bit of a run up at it rather than starting it right at the bottom. Nah. No, there we are. It doesn't, the view is just...
Do you want to show them? Because you can't really see the car.
We have got to get a photo for Scott for the thumbnail, so we're gonna have to like walk over there. So get your backs out of the car. This climb, this mountain pass, has been used in the past for testing. This is like going a while. This is like a while back now. Testing cars for, you know, like car hill climbs. So they used to have like Triumph and one other car company. I can't remember what it is. They used to do like basically rally hill climbs up this mountain. But as you can see, you'd have to be an absolute like daredevil. They should do it down it. What do you think of the climb?
It's a really good climb.
So even though it sounds like it's a bit of a downer, it's not really, because that's exactly the whole point of this exercise. The whole point of the exercise is to get back into the swing of things, of doing a hill climb effort, traveling, and then obviously getting the nutrition right and stuff. So I'm glad that we did that. Thank you for your help driving and like filming, obviously. So give the video a thumbs up for Charlie's patience with me. We're gonna head to Aberystwyth now on the way back and have a bit of a mooch around. It is new to the milk race, came up here a couple of times I think. The milk race used to be the old Tour of Britain, and obviously going back in the day, but riders would walk up that climb, and you could see I've got a 36-30. My gears were jumping a little bit.
Yeah,
I was having some problems. It was like you could probably see my legs kind of catching the chain as it was ticking over, and that's because I changed the cassette last minute to the other wheels. So you know, there's obviously going to be a little bit of that was the lane that I popped out on just now when I rode to the bottom of the mountain where you were, and it was appalling. That's when my socks went from white to like speckled brown. To say I'm more than happy with that effort today, bearing in mind that it's the first hill climb effort I've done where I've actually gone out, just had a warm up and just ridden the climb and nothing else. A full prep day mock hill climb, DIY hill climb. I would like better, but that is the Mr. Competitive in me, and it'll be the same for a lot of you who are doing hill climbs or time trials or road races or anything. You always think you can do better, you always think you can do more, but you always have to be positive, and you always have to take something away from the day that is worth being proud of. And for me, because it's the first one, I can be proud of it being the first one, and that the climb is so steep, especially near the end, that I know I really struggle with that sort of stuff. So coming away with it with those positives and being proud of that effort is all I can recommend you do to carry your momentum into the next one. And we haven't got a hill climb next weekend, so I may end up doing something similar, but not travel as far. I might ride to a hill, and that's, you know, a couple of hours away, and do one like that. I might do a shorter one rather than a longer one like today. But it's all about like bouncing from one event to the next, or bouncing from one hill climb to the next, and constantly refining how you prepare, what you can do better next time. You know, could I have worn more kit in the warm-up? There's all these little things. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you got something out of it. Big thumbs up in the video for Charlie. She like we need to swap roles one day, and I need to do the driving when she goes hammering it up a hill, because I'm sure it's not easy driving behind a cyclist, hence why we need a little Vespa or something. But yeah, it's actually quite difficult making like a video like this, even though it's not actually a lot going on other than you seeing the preparation into it, you seeing the effort, and then you seeing this at the end. There's not actually much else involved, but we are showing you the area. We're traveling to a new place. Yeah, it is all part of the package. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a thumbs up. It's greatly appreciated. Share the video with somebody who enjoys climbing or has done that climb in the past and can reminisce with the pain. And see you again very soon.
I wonder if I might get the motorbike there.
Genuine chat now, because I want to put this in the video. Obviously I just said about like a motorbike or a Vespa or like moped or something, getting it to and from this sort of thing, because in the UK, if you do a hill climb event, you can't have somebody following you. So like Charlie did today with the GoPro on the dash, you can't have somebody like that. You know, it's a time trial in effect, so nobody can follow you, nobody can be in front of you. We're just doing it for the benefit of YouTube and for the viewers. But you know, something I've always thought about doing is, well, we've been thinking about getting a van, but there's people that play rugby at a high level in our area, right? Because we've got Scarlets, we've got Ospreys, those of you that are into rugby, and some of those players have got like deals with car dealerships in the area. Why? I'm not really sure, because they all travel to races or all travel to games and matches on a bus, don't they? So if anything, like even if we got a second-hand van or bought the van and then like attached the bike to the back of it like a moped or whatever, you could go anywhere with it. We could go anywhere in the UK with it, we could go anywhere in Europe with it.
Or you can get specialist like trailers with a rig on it.
Just in on it, because like if anything, like cycling is very much a driving sport. You drive to a location, you race your bike, you drive home. I'm going to mention this now because I know some eagle-eye viewers are going to see it in the GoPro footage. But you know, I stripped like, you know, the bottle cages and like, Charlie's laughing already. I changed the sandal to the carbon sandal because I got to get used to it. I left my blooming phone in my pocket, didn't I? So I take off like, you know, 60 grams worth of, or save 60 grams worth of weight in equipment changes, and then I'm blooming carrying like 300 grams of phone in my back pocket. Amateur. Charlie's cemented herself as boss status today, haven't you?
Have I?
Fair play. I've just I rode the final hour back from Llandilo. I figured that, being that there was so much travel and that Charlie did like a fair bit of the driving, I thought I would jump out, because you won't be coming with me every weekend probably now that you're starting work soon. Charlie starts work, proper work, with local hospital this Tuesday, well, officially Tuesday or Thursday, but yeah, so I thought I'd cram in an extra ride, just an hour, but I used the climbs for like natural efforts, so using the terrain to dictate how long the intervals last for. So I did a couple of like 1 minute on, 30-second off intervals, riding around about 130% of FTP every time I went on, and then the final climb I did 30-30s on it. So there was 3 major climbs. So finished off the day. So this has probably been a fairly long video. I'm gonna have a cup of tea now, traditional, ready to end. So cheers. This one's actually full Scott.